What's going on, everyone? My name is Santiago Castillo. Let's talk about Arrow Season 6. And the big question is, what's going on with the flashbacks? Now, if you have been watching Arrow for these past 5 seasons, the flashbacks have been a very, very important part of the show. These last 5 years of the flashbacks was when Oliver was stuck on Lian Yu for those 5 years leading up to Season 1 when Oliver came back. And these flashbacks were actually really important to the show because when Oliver was back officially into Season 1 of restarting his life, being stuck for 5 years on a deserted island, so everyone thought, and the flashbacks was really showing us, the audience, of what really was going on, because he was stuck on Lian Yu for a little while, but he wasn't stuck on there for a long time. He went to Russia, he went to Japan, boy was everywhere, but everyone just thought he was stuck on Lian Yu. And Lian Yu is a very big part of Oliver's life, whether he likes it or not. Lian Yu brought us Deathstroke, brought us tons of cool stuff, and the flashbacks were really strong the first 2 seasons. Season 3 was pretty alright. Season 4, whack. Season 4 of the Arrow of him in Star City with Damien Dark, that was whack. Damien Dark was super cool, but the flashbacks were on the biggest waste of time. And Season 5 was a very good comeback, very good season, and the flashbacks were they were so good. Now, Season 5 is over. That ended the 5 years of Oliver being stuck on Lian Yu. Now, if you remember in the last episode, they did a final flashback of Oliver calling Moira his mom, which she is super hot, but you know, that's beside the fact. She died. Rest in peace. So Oliver's calling his mom and telling him, hey, I'm coming back, and then that really showed, okay, these 5 years are over, we have to get past this, let's go on to a new journey. Now the big question is, what's going on? What's the next thing? Now what I want, and what I think would be the best option, was to do flash forwards. Now the way that Arrow works is they do a storyline in the present with new team, new villain, a storyline with the new Oliver, and then in the middle of that they bring in the last 5 years of Lian Yu. Now that's over. Now what I would really want is a flash forward, like in Legends when they went to 2046 and they saw an old Oliver. We saw John Diggle's son being Connor Hawk, which is still like the worst reasoning of what he said. There was no reason for him to be called Connor Hawk. That was only like to please comic book fans, but his actual reasoning to call himself that was like dumb. But yeah, that's what I would want, of instead of flashbacks, flash forwards. If you remember Season 4, what made Season 4 the beginning so compelling was that flash forward of the end of the season that someone was gonna die. Now that someone was Black Canary. If you're behind on Arrow, sorry, what am I, Canada? Sorry, I just spoiled it for you, but you know, keep up. That is what made the beginning of Season 4 so compelling, a flash forward. Now I'm not saying flash forward to 2046. I would love that. I would love to see old Oliver again with the gray hair, but he's still super ripped, because you know, why not? But that reminded me of Cyborg from Teen Titans. Remember that future episode where they went into, Starfire went into the future and Cyborg was like all sad. Oh my god, that was such a good episode. It was so sad. I would love to go to 2046, at least revisit it a couple times and not just see Arrow, because 2046, that was that timeline, but who knows, the timeline changed. We may see the team still together. We may see Oliver with Felicity. God hope not. There's so many possibilities they can go with going into the future, into flash forwards, but I feel like what they might do is do flash forwards, maybe, I would love it, to the end of the show, if they have stuff planned, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Season 7. I have no idea. I haven't even heard any people about Season 6. I'm pretty sure we're getting a Season 7 because Season 4 was dog trash, and we got a Season 5. We redeemed ourselves. Praise Stephen Amell. I feel like it would be really cool to go into the future, but also maybe to the end of the show, seeing kind of what's going on. I feel like that would be really interesting. Or at least the end of Season 6 going into season 7. Something. That's what I don't want. I don't want any more flashback. Those 5 years are over. We ended it. We got through it, because it wouldn't make sense if they do more flashbacks, because they're just going to season 1. But if you want to see a flashback, go watch season 1. Like, that just wouldn't make any sense. The only thing that makes sense to me are flash forwards. The Arrow right now has an amazing opportunity to do something completely different. Now, a show like The Arrow doesn't really get those type of chances, because if you think like The Flash, he has time travel and he could just go and rewrite something, which is what he did with Flashpoint, and he did have another chance. And like Legends, they could just time travel. A show like Arrow, they don't get something like that, and they have a really amazing opportunity like this, where they could do flash forwards or something completely different. They could really make it work. It could also fail, but it could also be just something like amazing. I don't want them to waste this. It's not even on Stephen Amell and the actors. They're just playing their part. It is on the showrunners, on Greg Berlanti, on the other showrunners. They have such an amazing opportunity that they could really make something amazing. Thank you guys for watching that. I really enjoyed talking about Arrow, because no matter how much I love The Flash, The Arrow seems somewhat a bit more grounded, if that makes sense, because The Flash, it has time travel and metahumans, which I love, and Legends has a bunch of time travel and craziness going on, that we need something like Arrow, where it's just more grounded and more, I guess, human a little bit. But stay tuned for more Arrow videos, stay tuned for more Flash videos, Legends videos. They just a while back, I made a Legends video like a couple days ago. That's coming up soon as well. But like I said, thank you guys for watching. My name's been Hasiel Castillo. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share this, because it helps me out quite a bit, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.